Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Sean Kimbaloye in Lagos. My first guest tonight on the program is a man who was the Deputy Director, Media and Publicity for the Buhari Campaign Organization. A member of the APC, Oyalowo, joins us from our Abuja studio. Thank you so much, Mr. Oyalowo, for joining us on the program tonight. It has become perhaps concern for some of the members of the APC. And as it stands right now, it's being whether or not loyalty is called to question of the minister and whether or not she can retain that seat at the same time when she voiced a loyalty to someone he called a godfather. What kind of turbulence has this statement caused within the APC?
No turbulence at all, Shion. You must realize that the APC is a coalition of different elements. We have the CPC, we have the ACN, we have the ANPP, and some part of the APGA that coalesced into the APC before the new PDP members also joined. So yes, people have various allegiances. But in our case, we have a presidential system wherein the executive is the head of the federal government, and as such, the sovereignty of the country rests in him, and whosoever is serving in the cabinet does so at his behest and at his pleasure. So I will expect that whoever is serving under President Muhammadu Buhari is supposed to be 100% loyal to him. And Haji has come out to say she's loyal to him. So for me, I think the ball is in the president's court. It is totally his prerogative, whatever he wants to do. Yet it's a little bit unfortunate that such a statement was captured on TV, but then we have to understand that everybody have their own mind, and it's a good thing people have their mind. But now the call is now the president's call. Does he want to retain her? Does he want to fire her? It's totally his own prerogative. But I will expect that if Ajia doesn't feel comfortable any longer in his government, she also have the right to resign so that she can go through with her campaign for the former vice president. It's all options that can be explored. So it's just we're all just waiting to see what happens next.
Does it look like the president will not run in 2019?
Those are speculations. President Muhammadu Buhari, that I know, was extremely healthy. I remember in December 2014, the last time we met before the final campaign started. We met at the airport. I am Governor Nasir El-Rufai, and a few other people. We met with him, and I realized that when we were walking from the tarmac to the room, I could barely catch up with him. He's such a healthy and strong man. So the fact that he was ill doesn't mean he's invalid. And we all can see that since he came back from his medical vacation, he's been looking extremely fine. He's been looking well. So only God can tell who will live and who will die. The life and death of every man is in the hands of the Almighty. So if the man is healthy by 2019, and from all indication, I see no reason why he wouldn't be healthy, then he has a right to run. He's a Nigerian. He has, under the constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he has no problem. And also, other people have the right to, I have a right to run for president. Any other person have a right to run. So if he wants to run, he should put his heart in the ring, and people will support him if they want to. If I want to run, I'll put my heart in the ring. So really, it is not an issue that we need to bother ourselves about right now. I have seen Nigeria coming out of recession. I have seen some of the fundamentals of our economy gradually picking up. I would rather want us to focus on how we move forward than to bother ourselves so much about academics of whether he will run or whether he will not run. All those things are just matter of semantics and academics. It is not an issue right now. The most important issue right now is that the Nigeria economy is picking up, and we all need to rally around the presidents and the federal government of Nigeria generally and ensure that the positives are strengthened so that we all can have a better life for us, for our children, and for our incoming children. That's the most important thing for me.
If a minister in the cabinet of President Muhammadu Buhari comes forward to say, I'm loyal to you, but in 2019, I will not support you, what statement does that give for the political leadership of President Buhari within the APC?
Well, I will look at it this way, that maybe President Buhari is a bit liberal. He allows anybody to have their own opinion. I mean, but like I said rightly, the president that we see told us something that maybe many of us have forgotten. He said, I was a dictator. I am now a converted Democrat. And he has proven it in so many ways. There are a lot of things that he would have done as a military leader in the past that he did not do and is not doing right now, which means he allows opinions. I am sure, I'm very sure that he has a mind. He has made up his mind on what to do, whether to retain the minister or not. But I will want to see what happens on Wednesday or before then. So I cannot specifically second guess him, but I want him to show some form of grit, in the sense that, yes, he could be liberal, it could be nice, but there are times when you have to put your foot on the ground. I think this is one of those times when President Muhammadu Buhari should and will have to put his foot on the ground and let him call who is the shot. I mean, let him call the shot as to who is in charge. Yes, I think he should do that.
Do you think there is a possibility of the president relieving the minister of our job because of the statement?
I mean, if I was a minister, I would have actually resigned myself before it even come to this, so that we won't have all these brickbats. This morning, I don't know whether you follow the news, some funny people have gone to clone a website, told a lie that she insulted the governor of Kaduna State before she finally came out and debunked it. Now, if she had stepped aside, maybe we won't have all this. So I think for the peace of everybody involved, she needs to step down. That is my personal opinion. I'm not expressing anybody's opinion. That is my personal opinion. Because if I'm working with a man and in 2 years, I mean, in less than 2 years, it's less than 2 years to go for the administration, and I'm already touting somebody else publicly, I think morality demands that I step aside before I'm even fired. But let us see what happens. I think maybe she will step down. I think there should be some cabinet reshuffling. I think a lot of things are going to happen. So we just sit down and we wait. I don't want to second guess. I don't want to make statement now that somebody will go and quote wrongly. But I think something definite is going to happen.